Hello, hello. Welcome to Meditation Nerd. I don't know why I said it that way. Today's Naked Pause. I just want to check in with myself and see where challenges are showing up in my body, where there's ease in my body. And then I wanted to see where the space is that the two of them are combining and coming together and how that shows up. So, not going to do a normal tune in. I just wanted to do kind of a quick check in on this one. So go ahead and close your eyes, soften your gaze. Feel free to do a traditional tune in if you would like. And then we're just going to inhale, settle the body. One more inhale, just really feel into how your body's feeling. Then, of course, with any of this, please honor your window of tolerance, where your boundaries are. You can do this in a meditative posture, laying down, standing up, maybe moving through all three if you prefer. And then we're going to start with challenges. Just notice how and where that shows up in the body. And we'll spend a couple of breaths here. One more breath, inhale. Okay, and then something that keeps going through my mind. Sometimes when I'm stuck and I can't really connect to challenges or struggles or whatever it is that I'm trying to connect to, somatically speaking, is I'll use EFT tapping. So I generally go for the collarbone point. So if you bring your fingers onto your collarbone, this is for anyone that is unfamiliar, go ahead and drop your hands or your fingers down to just below your collarbone where the tip of your middle finger touches just below your collarbone. And that's the spot where you'll tap. And if you inhale a couple of times here and just notice what happens, where do you notice that your body releases or unclenches? Is there any area that instantly grabs your attention? And then just take a peek at what's going on there. Sit with that for a moment. Again, within your boundaries. One more breath here. Okay, I'm going to do one more breath. Inhale, exhale. Okay. And then I just wanted to share that as a way to connect from a different point. Sometimes noticing the absence helps me really see where I was clenching my body but couldn't connect to for some reason. Um, Noticing it dissipating helps me to connect to it a little bit better. I've just noticed that in some things, I can't really come at myself from a direct point. I need to use tapping to notice the absence or notice the unclenching as I'm tapping, or to notice where my mind is going as it's loosening, that type of thing. So I just wanted to share another way that I approach myself with certain aspects that I struggle with connecting or can't quite step into fully. Maybe it's too heavy or it's too many layers. Um, as I've shared before, my heart stuff with not being able to keep it open, that's an ongoing process. So now we're going to go ahead and notice where there's ease in the body. So you can bring to mind something good that happened, good news, or maybe just an elevating moment that you had. It can be big or small. And then, of course, check in with where that shows up in the body, what the sensations are, what the experiences are. And yes, please do notice what happens to your mind, your emotions. Okay, so here I'm noticing my fear of ease. So I'm going to go ahead and tap just to let my nervous system know it's okay to relax. Allow my body to unclench, allow the ease to flow. Couple more breaths here. All right, one more breath here. Okay, and then just something that I wanted to speak to briefly um, is I noticed when I first started meditating that I struggled with ease. I struggled with feeling safe, with allowing myself to feel supported, those type of things that are associated with more positive aspects, right? And I would catch myself struggling against it because I wasn't aware that I felt so uncomfortable with ease or safety, those types of things. So stepping into that space, I needed an extra support. Tapping offers me a way to allow my body to relax when I'm stepping into that uncomfort. Yes, that is still trauma that I'm working with. I'm still working through. I'm still healing. So that's going to take a little bit of time. I did just want to mention that in case anyone else comes upon a similar experience. There's nothing wrong with you. That's not your meditative practice failing. It's not you failing. It could be trauma. It could be something that just hasn't worked itself out of your system. It could be a number of things. I'm not dismissing, that's not a comparison. It's simply stating that it could be a multitude of things that are bringing up this discomfort with ease, safety, peacefulness, that type of thing, right? So just wanted to speak to that because I didn't really hear people talking about that a lot. Again, that could have been the circles that I was in. It could have just been the teachers that I was working with. Maybe that wasn't an experience they had, so they couldn't speak to it. I just wanted to make sure that I shouted that out in case anyone else has a similar experience. Please just give your nervous system the reassurance that it needs. Tapping can help with that. Mantra obviously can help with that. Chanting a mantra. Today I wanted to work more, work more. Okay, well, work more with tapping. Um, no particular reason, just kind of what I'm being guided to do. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move into the space where the challenge and the ease are meeting. And then just notice if there is a space within you where the two are meeting. If not, that's perfectly fine. Just notice the energies as they're moving in your body, right? Or where they sit in your body. Just hold them both in your awareness is a way that you can approach this. And of course, if any of this gets too intense, please step back. Always honor your boundaries. I'm just going to do 3 more breaths here. I'm going to do some tapping for the last 2 breaths. I'm going to do one more. Inhale, exhale. Okay, and then from where you are, I want you to go ahead and stretch your arms up. You can give a little bit of a side lean if that feels good. Just offer your body a little bit of a stretch here. Maybe lean to the side, a little bit of a massage around the spine, back and forward. Allow your body to stretch out anything that came up. And then I want to do one final little release. This one brings me joy, or it used to. I haven't done it in a bit, so I'm hoping it still will. So you'll bring your arms up or your elbows up to shoulder level. Okay, your palms will face forward. So you're making kind of a well, I just blanked on what I was going to say there, so that's not helpful. Sort of like you're going to double high five, but with your arms super wide. Not a great comparison. It will work. Okay, so making sort of a, it's not an H. Okay. So with your palms facing forward, we're going to start from this position. We're just going to do 3 rounds. You're going to, from the forward position, say had, turn to your left, bring your right hand to clap your left as you say heady. So we're going to clap. Bring it back to center, had, go to your right, left hand claps the right, heady. Bring back to center, had, to the left, heady. Oh, we're going to do one more. Can't do it on, I can't do an odd number. Had, to the right, heady. And then back to center. Then stretch up one more time. And then feel free to do the rotation with the clapping. And if you have shoulder issues, feel free to just have your palms facing forward, turn to the left, had, or forward to the left, hadi, had to the right, hadi, had, hadi, had, hadi. You can lower if you need to, of course, if your shoulders are asking for less pressure. And then we'll go ahead and close by saying Sat Nam. I just wanted to bring a way to physically release. Clapping is a great way to do that. Plus, it brings some humor in. Kind of hard to take yourself seriously when you've got your arms up, twirling, clapping, back to center, twirling, clapping. Just allows a little bit more of unclenching to happen. Physical release happens with physical movement. Clapping is a good way to do that. Plus, it's just kind of fun to clap together. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you, of course, as always, for joining me, and I will see you next time.